I'd be really amused when watching these videos that I've started making because I look so utterly, almost miserably serious in them. I was not aware of that because I have not seen videos of myself ever before. But it is all because of this. It is a serious, absolutely serious focus that is there, because as if one was, yes, not as if, but it's really about being completely silent within, and then it's starting to happen again, and then taking in what comes in there, and phrasing it. So it's an utterly fundamentally different way to talk than the normal mode. Of the thinking mind. Another thing I wanted to share with you is that it feels so odd to be filming oneself, because the core message of everything that is being pointed out in one way or the other, the ways differ, the truth remains the same, is something formless, thoughtless, formless, beyond manifestation, beyond this form here, and yet, for example, beyond this form, and yet every time I want to share something, I need to start filming this form. It is so funny. And as you understand, it is not necessary at all to be here, visible to the eye, to the physical eye. It's not necessary for the message to reach you. And this is one of the reasons why this has never happened before, even if the spiritual journey started at the age of 17, I can say, when the light of awareness, as I call it now, lit up the whole of this being, so that there is nothing else left, even nothing else left, and even a moment, which is timeless, but a moment of this changes you forever, because it is as irreversible as death. It is not possible for you to go back to life the way it was before this, because the very idea of before and after, the whole structure of time has collapsed. It's impossible. But now it is happening that these videos are being filmed. One by the other, I see. No, one after the other, I wanted to say. And what is interesting about this, and about anything else that appears and happens, is that there is only this happening, but there is not the one to whom anything happens, unless one is living in the thinker-thought world, in the limited world of the consciousness, of human consciousness, put together by this false impression. Therefore, I like to call it an illusory consciousness. So when you're not identified with it, so you don't exist as the thinker, the doer, and still things keep happening, like this, for example. I'm filming another video. All of a sudden, unexpectedly, when I had just decided to go back to schoolwork. So there is this witnessing. There is the witnessing of what is happening. There is a happening and the witnessing of it. The witnessing that is, because it doesn't happen from thought or choice, that is unconcerned about, in some way, about what happens. Perhaps this is why Krishnamurti also said his famous words, "I don't mind what happens," because you are not in the realm of the mind to experience the happening, but you are as a witness. You are there as a witness of it all, without taking part in it. You are just looking. And what happens when you witness, when you stay as a witness of whatever appears to be happening in your life? There are still events, the story, but when you just witness, and that witnessing is timeless, you are completely one with what happens, with what keeps unfolding, and you are completely in that moment. You are completely present. Only at the moment you start experiencing life from thought, which is time, you are not present anymore. You can't be tuned. You can't then be tuned into this moment as the witness of it. Because thought can never be tuned wholly into this moment. Mm. So all these events and happenings, whatever is happening, appears to be going on, is felt to be just appearing out of nowhere, from moment to moment. And there's also total acceptance in this witnessing. You don't say, well, I'm not saying that bad or difficult things wouldn't happen or that there wouldn't be challenges and all these things, but the way things are lived is completely different when there is this quality of surrender. Thank you.